So when I went over to speak to him, he told me he was from Estonia, which is a place where a lot of people bring cigarettes in from. When I felt the bag, they were rock hard, which suggests to us that they're full of cigarettes, and they are.
Happy days.
Bro. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy TexasChris coming back again with another video. And today, as you see by the title, we'll be reacting to something that's kind of different. It's not like police body cam video. It's a drug mule in tears after getting caught with 2.5 kilograms of coke. Something that's not Pepsi. Customs full episode. I do want to say, if you tune into the channel, just make sure you subscribe. I just want to say thank you. In the past 80 days, I said in the past 80 days, in the past 7 days, we gained 83 subscribers, and I just want to say thank y'all to everybody that's tuning in. Let's get right into it. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And also, thank you for 3,000 subscribers. Let's get into it.
In Gatwick, a flight has arrived from Montego Bay. During a routine passenger search, UK border officers have found a package that looks like it could contain drugs. The passenger has been arrested.
The lady came off the Montego Bay flight and she was intercepted by one of our officers. Upon searching her bag, he found a package which we believed to contain cocaine. Took her to a search room. Whilst the package was being tested, the package tested positive for cocaine.
Knowing she's been caught red-handed, the woman confesses to other packages of drugs hidden under her clothes.
But this is what was found in the back of the suitcase. It's what we would call a stuffer's package, which would be put up somebody's backside probably. But that was found in the bag, and that was what we decided made it a job. And then during the ship search, we found this, which is all full of cocaine attached to her waist.
The audacious smuggling attempt also involved some highly modified
That's crazy.
This little body packer's suit filled with cocaine.
It's a massive amount of drugs for one person to be carrying.
Nearly 2.5 kilos of coke on the body.
The seizure
What is that to
demonstrates the
pounds,
officer's
though?
skill
Like,
in identifying smugglers.
I don't know what that is to
Just
pounds.
stopped just to ask her a few questions. No real
freaking
reason to stop.
Lived
her
in
or
the US my
anybody
whole
else.
life for the most part.
Historically, we tend to get more cannabis than we do cocaine in the flight. So she obviously saw her opportunity, knowing what she had on her person, and just walked through the channels. Unfortunately for her, she was.
Oh, she knows she messed
Are
up.
we cuffing?
Suddenly realizing how much trouble she's in, the woman goes into shock.
Are we watching the same
Right,
video?
no more jumping around, okay?
Bro, what is what's the problem?
Stand up straight. Yeah? You're gonna walk with me? You're gonna walk?
You're gonna behave yourself.
I know it's hard, but you just need to.
The woman is taken to a holding bay for further questioning. Officers will need to be extra vigilant to ensure that she doesn't try to harm herself again. In Manchester, officers
I better
have
stop
received
trying to
a powerful
smuggle.
backup
Telling
from
y'all
the
right now,
hotel.
do not
Passenger's
smuggle.
fruit has given a massive hit for Class A drugs.
Customs do
We've
not
just been
play.
called over to Terminal 3. There's a lady, I believe, travelling from Barbados.
Barbados, I've been there.
Is it via Gatwick, Gary? Or Heathrow? It's on one of the shuttles. We believe they've found cocaine in
Ah, they just
Helms.
split the pole.
So we're just coming over to see what's going on.
Cocaine can be hidden anywhere, and with a street value of £50,000 per
Actually
kilo,
cocaine in
smugglers will
mangoes,
go
isn't
to extraordinary lengths to avoid detection.
Yams.
Okay, I'm doing the math now. So, he said 50,000 pounds top okay, bro. I'm realizing the pounds is money for them. Oh, I'm just an American kid. The American system. Anyway, but 50,000 pounds, $50,000 for them, times 2 would be 100,000 times 0.5, 125,000. So that's how much she was gonna make Well, that's how much money, like street value, she was trying to take over there. I'm yapping right now, but
Have you x-rayed them?
I bet they're probably gonna give her like 5K, bro.
Mass,
Which is sad. What is
Right.
that?
couldn't tell
Okay.
from the X-ray whatsoever.
The initial trace was off the scale,
Yeah.
but Border Officer Liz thinks it may be a false alarm.
Okay, we're not sure we've actually got anything. The officer spiked one of the yams, and he's got a really high reading for cocaine off the machine there. But it's possible just contamination on the spike. So we're just gonna cut right into these. We've had it in mangoes, coconuts,
Gaca.
pineapples. Looks like there's nothing in these though, unfortunately.
Investigating further, the officers discover more potentially incriminating details. The woman's passport is brand new, and her ticket was paid for in cash.
Is someone meeting her?
The mum says she's
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
If you want to put stab vests on, yeah, and go and have a word and just verify a story, there's no harm there.
Still suspicious, the officers decide to investigate the woman's claim.
That's
she's
what
been
I
met
said.
by her mother.
Obviously, for our protection, we need to have body armour on, in case if it is a drugs job, people who are meeting will obviously be looking for those drugs and be rather upset. So we need to be armoured up.
just going to take your shoes for a second. That's yours as well.
Officers continue to carry out further tests for drugs.
Go ahead. When someone's got an internal concealment for drugs, their sweat
That's crazy,
comes
like,
out
bro,
into
like,
the
whatever
shoes
you,
and
I
the
don't even
drugs
say, bro.
shows in the sweat.
Like, whatever you put in your body, like, whenever you sweat it out, like, that sweat gonna
It's an
drip on your skin.
indication
Well,
that
of
they
course,
might
it
have
comes to your
something. They
pores
could
and
have
stuff,
taken
but, like,
something, but it gives us grounds to
it's gonna be on, like, everything
do
you wear.
an internal
Like, I don't do drugs, but,
body
like, if I
scan
was to,
or
like, do,
something
like,
that.
coke, heroin, whatever, like,
Come
bro,
back
like,
negative.
if I
so
spit,
there's
of
no
course,
trace
it's gonna be on my
shoes.
drink
The woman's order
and all that stuff, like,
as the
it's
team
crazy.
carry out more drug tests
Nah, it's not
on
even
the
crazy,
baggage.
it's just life,
She's
bro.
not really got many clothes or anything for a month's stay. It's that bag as well. That's
Like, all they gotta do is just wipe it down. They just know, like,
a while ago. we had
yep,
a lot
she
of
done used
things.
some stuff that's not
A
Pepsi.
radio
3-2,
message
Lima,
comes through
3-2,
from the
Yankee
officers
1-2.
sent to meet the woman's mother.
No, there's no one out there waiting for her.
That's sad.
Yes, yes.
It's very strange though that a mum's not waiting for her outside. But you know that in itself is not enough, is it?
She might have been delayed.
With no sign of the mother, the woman remains under arrest
Yeah.
until the officers can prove that she's telling the truth.
Well, that freaking sucks.
In Gatwick, the woman found carrying 2.5 kilos of cocaine has been transported to the custody cells.
You okay?
Keep walking forward. Have you got anything inside you that's hurting? No? Okay, do you want to come forward? And do you want to take a
Having
seat for me?
tried to harm herself, officers have handcuffed the woman for her own protection.
If the officer takes you, I understand you were banging your head upstairs. If the officer takes your cuffs off, you promise me not to do that here, yeah?
Just move this way.
I don't want you damaging. I'm here to look after your welfare and your rights and your health. I don't want you damaging yourself while you're here. Right.
Lift your hands up for me. So this lady's arrived from Montego Bay this morning. Search of her hand baggage revealed a cylindrical package. Cut was made in the package, which revealed a white paste.
How old are you? Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm in my 20s. I'm in my early 20s. She's not 23. No. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. I ain't even trying to be like sexist or nothing, like even say nothing about her looks, bro, but like, she don't look 23. Real talk, I thought she could have been like 30s, 40s. I ain't even, you know what?
So
That don't even hate
you
speech,
know
bro.
from a health and safety point of view. If you have, it's a danger to yourself.
I don't take drugs.
So you haven't swallowed anything as well. Okay, that's good.
I guess I can say she looks very
Substantial
mature,
amount of cocaine on her
but didn't make a
person.
mature decision.
Officers must
But
make
nah,
sure
you know
that
what?
she's
Like,
getting
what would suck though? Like, getting arrested
And then
in a
there's the
different
head.
country to where you don't even speak their language. Now they done took the wig off.
That's what's in that, yeah?
Yeah, I searched it already. When we told her that we were going to take her to custody and put her into a cell, she started slapping her own face and banging her head on the table, which is obviously not a good sign. So myself and another officer ran into the room and restrained her and applied some handcuffs.
All right now.
We now have to watch her because of her behaviour, and you know, we have to be extra alert, not knowing how she's going to react when she gets locked into a cell, how she's going to act when she's on her own, if she's going to try and harm herself.
That's probably one of the cleanest jails
I
I've
do feel
ever
sorry
seen,
for them
though.
sometimes, because you wonder what it takes for them to actually do something like this.
Yeah, just.
That amount
Really?
on the person, 2.5 kilos is a lot to have. It's quite greedy.
Having already shown signs that she's prepared to self-harm, officers must ensure that nothing further happens to her whilst in their custody.
Because of that sort of thing, she might try and top herself, so we have to watch them on camera.
And she'll have to get used to being locked up. She was sentenced to 7 years in prison.
7 years? Whew.
In Manchester, officers are discussing the woman arrested on suspicion of smuggling cocaine in yams.
I don't really think I've got enough to,
No, I
to do any further.
I don't think you've got enough to go any further, to be honest with you. But obviously, the reason you arrested her in the first place is because you thought you had drugs in the yams. Now, if you haven't,
To unarrest her.
well, yeah. But wait for Gary to come back in and see what Gary says, because obviously he's in charge. But I would say you haven't really got enough.
No.
Officer Gary radios through to say he's finally met the woman's mother outside.
All right, okay.
Having found
All right,
no
try.
further evidence of cocaine, officers accept their false readings must have come from using a contaminated
Right.
knife.
We've looked in your bags, we've looked further, and in further investigation looking into the yams and stuff, there isn't anything in there. We've made a mistake. When we tested it, it's given a false reading on our machine, so there isn't anything in there. So you're no longer under arrest. And I want to apologise for keeping you, but thank you for your patience anyway, and you can
Well, that's
relax
good.
now, okay? So we're going to repack all your bags, and then we'll let you
You
go
better buy me
outside,
some more
all right?
yams,
Okay,
too.
and hopefully you'll enjoy your holiday here.
Whilst it's been an unnecessary ordeal for the woman, it shows that Class A drug hits must be investigated properly to ensure only guilty smugglers end up
Go
behind
through
bars.
this way, that's the way out. Okay, just keep going through. Thank you.
It's a quiet afternoon at Manchester Airport. A flight from Sweden has just landed, and UK border officers have caught a suspected cigarette smuggler walking through baggage reclaim.
No, smuggling cigarettes is crazy.
2 big suitcases full of ciggies. So we're going to have to come down with these. They're all going to need these laffy in, I think. We have to come down. We're going to have looks like they're all loose in that, so we're going to have to count them.
Do you speak English? Don't mess around. A bit, yeah. You can see you speak enough English to smuggle cigarettes. Right, what flight are you on?
You get the tickets?
Stockholm flight. What carousel were you on? This carousel?
The man started his journey in Estonia, a known source country for cheap cigarettes.
Just noticed this guy leaving, and they're all full. Where'd you come from? Sweden. So he started his journey in Estonia. And when did you fly back to Estonia?
No.
What do you mean you don't know?
No. Sometime.
You must have a ticket to go back to Estonia.
Yes, I know.
Well, when is it?
I don't feel it yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
you
being
giving it yet?
suspicious.
I haven't bought it yet.
No, when? What day are you flying back to Estonia?
I haven't decided yet.
Right, in here.
Seasoned Officer Gary isn't amused by the man's vague answers.
I've just obviously got to come outside and saw this guy wandering around outside looking for the exit. And when I looked at his bags, they look quite square. So when I went over to speak to him, he told me he was from Estonia, which is a place where a lot of people bring cigarettes in from. When I felt the bag, they were rock hard, which suggests to us that they're full of cigarettes. And they are.
Happy days.
Bro, what do you need that for?
So how many times have you been to the UK?
It has to be like for it. He must resell.
How many?
The
I
man's
hope all
failure
that's
to
right,
answer
yeah.
simple questions is starting to annoy Gary.
Look, let's start.
I
from
didn't
the
know
beginning.
bringing cigarettes
Don't play
into that bag.
stupid, right?
What do you mean?
Don't pretend that you don't know how many times you've been to the UK. You do know. Is it
It
once,
tracks you through your
twice,
passport
3
anyway.
times, 10 times?
3 or 4.
Well, that's fine. Then that's the answer.
I don't remember exactly.
What do you mean you don't remember? When was the last time you came here? Long time ago. When? I can go in and check the airlines, so either tell me the truth or I'll find out.
I tell you, maybe a couple of months.
Right. And on that occasion, you had cigarettes as well?
No.
No.
As officers uncover more and more cigarettes,
How did they catch him this time,
it looks
though, but
like
not the
it could
last
be
time?
their biggest seizure ever.
Oh, yeah, 2.
At Gatwick Airport, passengers are preparing to board a flight to Ghana.
Ghana.
The UK border officers' cash
Lovely,
team is
thank
using
you.
specially trained sniffer dogs to search out large
lovely.
amounts
Thanks
of
very
money,
much.
which could have links to organised crime.
Okay, not scared of customs officers, are you? Sorry? Not scared of customs officers. This ticket, did you buy this yourself?
No, my sponsor.
You who?
My sponsor bought it for
Your
me
sponsor
in Ghana.
in Ghana.
As well as looking for large sums of cash, officers are on the lookout for drugs and to check the immigration status of passengers.
Hello. Do you carry any cash with you today?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't show us around how much you have with you.
I think it's 1,000. I'm going to bring to his mom.
Yeah, how much do you have? That's the question I asked. Money.
1,050.
Any more?
Any more cash?
Any
And
more
then
cash?
my personal cash.
How much do you have in total? Roughly.
Roughly, let's say about 400. My personal cash.
Okay. Thank you.
The man's answers are not entirely convincing for Senior Officer Paul.
Hello, it's just 2 of you travelling.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just have a quick word with you.
Okay.
I know you got your hands full there. You told the officer when the dog indicated you had
Yeah.
£400 in personal cash.
Yeah.
Are you carrying any cash for anybody else at all?
Yeah, that's one thing. His mom.
How much have you got in total?
1,050.
Could you show me that, please?
Yes.
Is there any more cash in the baggage here?
No.
So, who does the child belong to? Is it your son? Is it
No,
yours?
it's a friend of friend.
So you've been asked to take this child
Yes,
back to its mum?
to his mum.
Okay, hold on a second.
The man's story rings alarm bells for Paul.
How much do you have with
I need your help in a minute.
Okay.
What's your relationship?
It's a family friend.
And where's the father at the
The
moment?
father is at the airport.
At the airport.
Yes.
He's not flying though.
No, he's not flying.
This gentleman's taken a child out that's not
Okay.
his.
Right.
With the flight due to leave in 20 minutes, officers have a race against time
Yeah,
to
fine.
verify
Thank
the
you.
man's story.
So, where does the child normally live? In Ghana or in the UK?
This is my first time here. I came to meet him here.
Right.
And we go to check together. And he asked me if I can do him a favor and take his son to Ghana. But the dad is at the airport.
So the
right
parents live in the UK?
Yeah.
So this your first time meeting a person from church and you taking their kid to Ghana? Seems suspicious to me, brother.
Okay, right. What we've got a
I
situation
don't
where
know,
a gentleman is travelling out with a small boy. He's not related to the child, so I'm going to try and make some inquiries with the parents.
Yeah,
to
she's
check
doing
where
her
the child
job.
normally lives.
Protecting.
The child appears to have been here about a year on a visit visa, which is possibly longer than we would expect on that type of visa. So I want to know what the immigration status of the parents is as well, really.
With passengers starting to board the plane, a decision must be made imminently about whether the man and the child will be leaving the
Do you know what the
country.
full number is?
In Manchester, officers are still counting the thousands of cigarettes intercepted from an Estonian smuggler.
So who are you meeting outside?
Nobody.
Who are you giving these cigarettes to?
Somebody.
Yeah, who? Don't you know his name?
I don't know.
Man, what's the limit on
just
cigarettes then?
brilliant here.
And he will take them off you outside.
No. Who,
Where'd you
me?
have?
Me, myself.
Where'd you have to go to hand them over? Manchester?
Maybe London.
London?
Maybe. It's not the point. Where?
No, it is to me. It may not be to you, but I'm asking you, where do you take the cigarette? If you don't know, Don't they tell you where the cigarettes are going? Well, you're not doing this on your own, are you? It's obviously a gang.
Cigarettes that popular, bro?
Don't insult my intelligence, mate. Right? On your best day,
Maybe this is
not as
something
good as
I
me
don't
on my
know.
worst day. Right? So either say nothing, don't give me any rubbish. I know what's going on here. Right?
It takes 3 officers to count the enormous haul of cigarettes.
Total count is 46,560.
It's a huge seizure of cigarettes. With a street
Bro, don't tell me he said 46,000.
6,500. Total count is 46,560.
It's a huge seizure of cigarettes with a street value of more than £20,000.
As you're probably aware, all these cigarettes are going to be seized. Do you understand that? And all the bags that they were carried in are going to be seized, right?
Why back?
Because I said so. Right, what I'm doing now, I'm getting a receipt for the cigarettes, right? I'm going to give you a receipt. I'm going to give you a warning letter, because next time you will be arrested. Do you understand that? You come in here with all these cigarettes again, I will arrest you. Understand? Okay? There's the door.
With no previous convictions, the man is allowed to go free. But next time, he'll end up behind bars.
Yeah, he's never going to
think
the
that
UK
they
again.
can say whatever they want to say. No, at the end of the day, we will arrest these people. I just don't like the idea that they can just be so blasé about it all, as if we can't do anything about it. Well, we will.
At Gatwick Airport, officers have just minutes to decide whether a child will be allowed to leave for Ghana with a man who isn't his father.
Right, I've just checked the status of the mother and the father. The father appears to be in the UK on some sort of permit.
If you hold the line 1 second, put the father on the phone.
Hello, sir. Hi, I understand you're the child's father. Right, yeah, and you've given a covering letter for Mr. Bonsu to travel with the child. Okay. Can you just confirm to me, sir, what's your own immigration status in the UK? How long have you got your visa for? Do you know when they rejected that application? When would that be, roughly?
You can understand the reasons why we need to make sure.
Maybe you don't want to kidnap somebody's son.
Exactly, that's the reason. Particularly with children.
Yeah.
And have you made any application for the child to be in the UK as a resident?
As the final call is made for all remaining passengers, officers must quickly make a decision.
You right there, Jane?
Yeah, I've spoken to the father and I've done some checks with our own database and he's able to verify some of what's on there, so I'm happy that he is the father.
Right.
So
They're going to allow them to travel?
Yeah. I'm endorsing the passports with their departure date, well, with the child's anyway, because he's been here too long on the wrong visa, basically. But the checks confirm our records, so yeah, I'm going to allow them to travel.
Let that man travel.
Okay, I spoke to the father and he's verified most of my checks, so that's fine. Okay, there you go. Cheers then, thank you.
Although under pressure, the officers are happy they've made the right decision.
I was very aware that the clock's ticking and you've got to make a decision, you know, whether to offload them and make a whole load more inquiries, but yeah, I think I wrapped it up just in time.
In Manchester, 2 weeks later, officers have an even bigger cigarette seizure from Eastern Europe. Although Gary is yet to see the Estonian man again.
Well, that pretty much summed up that video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, comment down below what you think about the video. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This is AI generated TexasChris. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope this video made you laugh, made you think of something different, or even just got the good vibe from TexasChris. TexasChris, we signing out. Peace.